He's working with Fidelis, his counterparts. They say they are all doing music. You listen to their demo and okay, let me sign Wooly. You sign Wooly, and then you are investing heavily in Wooly, and
he doesn't make that hit.
I'm going to get it. And nobody got talent no. And
so first of all, why did you sign him?
So you signed him, and then now what about? So on to our last one, why Ghanaian labels should study Nigerian music label, especially using Mavin Records as a case study. Now, Mavin Records is being cited as a model for Ghanaian labels, music labels, due to its structure system, artist grooming, and business acumen. And the comparison actually sparks conversation about what Ghana can learn from Nigeria. We can't sit here and lie to ourselves that, Charlie, the business side of music, I almost said the music side of business. The business side of music in Nigeria is taken much more seriously than it is here in Ghana. And when you look at record labels, when you take record labels, in Ghana, we've seen so many record labels. Right now, how many active record labels do we have?
Very few.
Just a handful of them.
Very few.
And it's very, very unfortunate that it got to a point where almost every year there are some artists that are having issues with their record label, and then we don't even hear about the record label again, and there are so many issues, and then the artists would then not even want to continue doing the music again. But let's look at the Ghanaian music labels here in Ghana. What do you think the labels are lacking? Is it the talents that are not humbling themselves enough to be managed and nurtured by these labels, or these labels are expecting way too much from talent?
Sika, a record label is a business entity, and the main thing that pushes, or the main fuel of any business entity, is resources, both liquid and solid resources. So talking about liquid resources refers to the capital, the money to push the business. Then the solid one refers to the human capital. Bringing down to Ghana's entertainment, when we are talking about human capital, the whole of Africa, nobody has it more than Ghana.
The human capital?
Yes, although Nigeria is more than Ghana in terms of population, talent-wise, Ghana has more than Nigeria. That is, to me, Ghana has a lot of talent more than Nigeria. But what we lack is the resources to push those talents out of their normal shells to the global shells where everybody can see them. A lot of artists in Nigeria, they can't compare themselves to what we... Let's pick our own...
When it comes to talent?
Yes, when it comes to talent. When it comes to writing songs, when it comes to singing songs that resonate with people, I think to me, Ghana has a lot of talent, but the resources to push them is a problem. So record labels in Ghana, they are not able to spring up because they don't have the resources. When you sign an artist, you are supposed to take care of a lot of things that concerns the artist, and you can't keep just one artist. You have to keep maybe 2, 3, or 4 artists, from recording of their songs, their videos, promoting them, clothing them, their travels, shelter for them, they are traveling. It all boils down to resources, money. So most of them are not able to survive because they do not have these resources to cater for the artists that they have.
But don't you also think that is also one of the factors hindering most record labels in Ghana, the multiple signing of artists? The resources they have are limited, and then you bring in
2, 3, 4
2 or 3, 4 artists onto the same label. You are sharing a limited amount of resources, and I also know, for some reason, that sometimes some of these record labels do this because they don't want to put all of their eggs in one basket.
That is what I want to say. So
they don't want to put all of their eggs in. So what if we sign Wooly? So Wooly started doing music. So somebody sees him. He's working with Fidelis, his counterparts. They say they are all doing music. You listen to their demo and okay, let me sign Wooly. You sign Wooly, and then you are investing heavily in Wooly, and
he doesn't make that hit.
You're not going to get it. And nobody get talent to know. We need talent to know.
So first of all, why did you sign him?
So you signed him, and then now what? You are running at a loss. So then, why don't I add Fidelis? Why don't I find MC Touchfire? Let me add him. Let me add Sokoto Red. Let me add him to it.
So if
at least Willie Afa Fidelis, MC Touchfire kakra, small, and then.
Who are you comparing me to? Fidelis.
Oh, please.
Fidelis.
So you get what I'm saying. So yes. that is also, I think that is the reason in my mind, that's maybe one of the reasons why the record labels have been signing multiple artists.
Someone or Chami Kwame signed from his record label.
But on a more serious note, if we are serious about this, we are serious about nurturing talent, and we are serious about making returns on our money, are we not supposed to identify the products, that is the talent, nurture them, put our all in them, and then that one we are very much assured that we are going to get returns on our investment, rather than having multiple artists on the label.
Taking as a business, you are a businesswoman, and you know as a business gradually what signifies your growth. One thing that signifies the growth of a business is your ability to diversify into other fields. Yes, so we have the chain of companies that is running the mineral water, the BATANA, the online, a lot. Yes, so it's the same thing that applies to the managing of an artist. Just as you said, you don't want to put the eggs in one basket. But one thing that they need right now is managerial skills. So apart from the resources, the second thing is managerial skills. So the ability of the record label to manage these people. Management. You might have limited resources, but your ability to manage the resources will determine whether you are going to succeed or not. So Lynx did it. They were successful, although they had problems, but they were able to at least get hits for most of the artists that were under them. But the major problem here is the resources. But looking at Ghana over here, I can't name more than 100 record labels. I can't name more, and I will him or those 100.
Sometimes you
in Ghana. Six record labels. No. They are more than that.
Active.
Even in Takrady here, there are how many?
Active. Chema, do you understand?
No,
active?
but do you also know? Are
you trying to say there are record labels, but most of them are redundant and they are not?
Most of them are not active. Like in Ghana, if you are telling me active record labels, I'll tell you Lynx Instruments. I'll tell you highly spiritual. The rest I can't even remember. Tell me. Tell me.
You will hear this entertainment. This record label. That's
why I've given you two. Lynx and highly spiritual. After them, tell me any record label.
But do you also know that some of these record labels are not registered?
Yes, yeah. Most of them.
Most record labels that you know, they
even are highly spiritual.
It is not. I got the chance to be very close to an artist who set up a record label. It's not huge.
Success Music is a SOCAL.
Yes, it's not huge. But then I got to know that it was.
They do not have artists under them. That is my problem.
No, but most of them are not even registered. Right now, one record label I can say for a fact that it's registered. You go to the Registrar General's office and Lynx Entertainment. Lynx Entertainment is registered, and my friend Kobe Major It was through him I even got to know that most of these record labels,
They are not registered.
they are not registered.
But they've signed artists that. They are
Of
working
course. That is why most times they are able to chin their hand and then take their money. Yeah,
can't
so
take them anywhere.
yeah, so Willie, let me leave you with your submission.
Well, my submission is very short. Like I've said, we need to learn, and I keep on saying that there's supposed to be proper orientation on the sector, on why someone should invest in the sector. Why we have a lot of big men in this country that have a long chain of businesses, like the Canadian Pawns and the rest. They have a
They are
long
not
chain.
investing in.
No, they have a long chain of businesses. So we should let them understand why there should be an entertainment division as part of their group of companies. So they understand that this is the entertainment division and this is what the future holds for the entertainment division, because they are not just investing because it's kind of bonus. No.
But then that side, and I just brought, let me bring it this one before I forget. That side you just brought in. Don't you think that the businessmen that entered the entertainment space, it didn't go well for them, so they couldn't even tell their fellow businessmen to? Because you know how businessmen do.
Yes, I get it. But
When
it
they get
means-
into a business, they're like, oh, my paddy, this thing does so and so. Oh, man, what's the one more? So like, yeah, this one, oh, it's good. But don't try it. They'll even discourage you from going. So I wanted to bring in this person because the last time you mentioned RNIQ, Richard Nyamakwe. He invests in Links Entertainment.
Yes, because he understood what Links brought on board. See, I've said this here before that businesses or corporate entities don't read talent; they read spreadsheets.
Yeah,
they don't read that. I say, "Mother, talented though." What money are you going to get us with your talent? Because if it was just about talent, I can just walk into a Elom studio and I'll see a lot of talented boys in there. But it's about what numbers you are going to bring. So you yourself as an individual, what have you been able to make for us? So these businessmen look at it from the point that if you sat down with a businessman who will tell you, oh, I want to build the biggest zoo in Africa. You ask Anna, zoo so there, that ben and tourists more lion there. When would he get money? But before he's venturing into that, like you said, someone has been able to tell them that this is how you make money. And there's someone who also told them that, man, folks, so you that you are leading the campaign to the big man to invest in, you should do the extra work and let him know the pros and cons, and let him know that in the entertainment division today, just a few months ago, no one knew about Spy Entertainment by Mr. John Asase.
Yeah.
But this from after having the show with Blackwell and the whole issues that came after it, he's been able to go to the Western North region,
have successful
shows, and currently he's about to have a show with Kwabena. This is a clear trump card you can use.
Yeah.
There's a clear sheet or a CV that someone also did it and it was successful. So we don't know the amount he used, but looking at what he's been able to do, we can fixate our eye or our mind on an X amount. So imagine you go 2 times or 3 times that amount, what you'll be gaining. That's when you see businessmen smiling.
You're making sense.
Not smiling alone, nodding their head.
You are talking sense.
Yes, because that is why you'll be able to have
not
a
just
president
nodding their head alone, appending the signature on the distance.
No, but they'll be
getting
nodding
inside their pockets.
It means one, you'll be able to
convince,
enter the person's head. So now it's about how you are able to manipulate.
The businessman nod the head like a gamma lizard. Said all the good things. Said all the praises.
No.
Sang all the praises at the end of the day.
You see the funny thing? The funny thing is, most artists say, oh, Moko party, Moko senior man who party as a senior man. So, don't let that never deceive you that you met him at a party. At a party, the senior man is happy. He's
a little bit tipsy.
He has his fellow rich men there that he needs to brag.
You see, like,
you get it. So when those things are happening, don't be fooled, because he will give you his card. Monday morning, you go to the office, you will knock the door, sir.
You tell his secretary that
you don't have any appointment here with you. So go home.
Oh, director,
sit your phone. Go home.
They will sit your phone.
They'll tell you, sit your phone. Go home. You go home. That is so. This all comes into you having the right people around you.
Yeah.
If you are starting a label, if you want people like that to invest in the sector, you need to explain to them for them to understand what they are getting themselves into. Mr. John, as I say as an example again, someone had to tell him what he was getting himself into. So he understood that if I'm doing this, probably in the beginning might not be successful, but now I might be seeing results of what I have invested in. I have sat with one big man and he told me point blank that he sees the creative arts sector to be the greatest market for Africa in the next 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
The creative arts sector is where money will be generated the most in Africa in the next 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
If you want to make money, it is that sector.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the normal norms, the mechanisms that is going on. Things are changing.
Yeah.
So as businessmen, you also diversify and build departments that would accommodate that.
Build department that would accommodate that. So that's it today. Any last words? Do you guys have any last words? Do you have any last words?
Oh, me. Let me give shout out. Shout outs to Fidelis Atibila. The boy who was sacked by Ochiabo Kwame on his record label. I'm saying this. And the disappointed rapper who is always chasing me. Shout out
somebody that Ochiabo Kwame still wants to work with.
In his dreams.
Somebody, hey.
He had a dream. He had a dream.
Somebody Ochiabo Kwame would want to work with.
He had a dream.
It was
just a dream. It was just a dream.
It was colored, not black and white.
It was just a
what
dream.
Are you talking about?
After eating his burger, he dreamt about that.
What are you talking about?
Disappointed rapper. And shout out to.
And you are disappointed what? You are coming to call somebody disappointed rapper. You are disappointed what?
Them to me. I stopped music with my own free will.
See this one.
I stopped. My mom said I should stop chasing music. I should do something. My mom said, "I don't know what to say." My mom said, I don't know what to say. So don't even go. Just go and do something else, because your mind and your understanding of how to write songs is too much. If you stay here, they won't respect you. Ghana, you scared him quite out of. That's why I didn't do music again. But shout out to Miss Brown of Girls Arena. Shout out to you.
Why are you giving Miss Brown a shout out?
Oh, no. She's my very good friend, so I'm giving her a shout out. And I'm on the bedroom. Yeah, dang. How are you?
Yes. So, Sika, to my parents and learners, those who just completed the GHS.
Oh, yes.
The school placement has been used, but there is a challenge with the portal, so parents should stay calm. And I learned the technicians are working around the clock to get the system back working, but there is a problem these days. All portals concerning education, they are not working. CSSPS is not working. Promotion portal is not working. National Service Portal 2 is not working.
Wait.
So we are hedging them to try.
You wouldn't vote for a digital man. There's
a digital, so we are begging them. They should try as much as possible to get all of these portals working, so our children can get to school in October.
Okay. So that's it. That's how we are ending it today. So guys, thank you so much for joining us today on the show. My name is Sika Owen, and I did this with Teacher Ima and amazing Richard Kobe. Willie will come your way same time next week. Until then, stay safe.